Guess what today's challenge is? I'm outside. I'm reading a book. I decided to go with Judy Moody Saves the World. I've already read about half of it while I was at dinner. My son and I went to Athens today and did a little bit of shopping that needed to be done. Some grocery stuff we didn't get yesterday. He wanted to go to GameStop and see what they had. They were having a really good sale this weekend. He talked to the lady at the local grocery store last night. I think it was the lady manager. I don't know. I didn't talk to the manager. He talked to the manager. And they're willing to sell their PS4 with a controller and a couple games for like $200. Since they're scarcer than hen's teeth at the moment, because everybody during the pandemic bought up all the game systems and they're so hard to get hold of right now, he wants to jump on that deal. So we went and got a couple games at GameStop. Spent less than $10 and he got 4 games, so that's not bad at all. And he got some that really don't sound like that bad of a game. He got Destiny and Destiny 2, or as I call it, Fidget Spinner 2, because the little Destiny logo looks like a fidget spinner. But then I'm weird like that. And then there's one of the Final Fantasies, Final Fantasy 15? 1, 2, 3, and there was another one. Hey, William! What was the games that you got today at GameStop? Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy something or other, 15, I think.
Yeah.
And
I forgot the other one was called. God damn it, we lost it already.
And some other game. I don't know.
Yeah, people!
But it was any of the games, pre-owned games that were $9.99 or less, buy 2, get 2 free. So the most expensive game he bought, I think, was $4.99. And I think that was the Final Fantasy one. One of them was $2.99 and the other 2 were like $1.99. So less than $10, 4 games, can't beat that. And then online, we spent a little more than that online. He got 6 games online, but still it was less than 10, well, around $12 a piece by the time it was all sorted out. But they had it was Just Cause 4. If you bought the pre-owned copy during the deal of the day time period, I don't know if it's still happening right now or not. By the time this is uploaded, it'll be done. You could get it for half price. It was originally $19.99, so he got it for $10. Not too bad. It's one he wanted. And then you could buy 3, get 2 free. Anything that was $19.99 or less. So he got some games, and then he absolutely positively had to have the Doom Slayers collection, I think is what it's called. And it was like $21.97, I think. But since we're a pro member, he still had his monthly $5 off coupon code, so he got $5 off that. So basically, 6 games for less than $70, you can't really beat that. That's a pretty good deal. And one of the games is brand new, so it's not like they're all used. So that's not bad. I think he did okay. He wants to buy a TV now. He wants a new TV for his room to go with his game system when he gets it. And I had gotten an ad a couple days ago from Walmart saying that they had a 40-inch flat screen for I think it was $2.99. And now he's like, I want to get that. So we'll have to see if we can do that. We'll have to order it online because it's not going to fit in our car to bring it home. So we'd have to have it delivered. But Walmart.com, I think if you spend more than $35, it's free shipping. So not a problem. And he still has his stimulus check money. So I'll let him have a little fun with part of it, and the other part he has to use for practical stuff. And I'm going to borrow part of it to make sure that bills are covered for August while I'm still searching for a job. Yay. Let's see. Last night, I made some more progress in the graphic novel I've been reading. When the stars scattered, we scattered the stars. Something about scattered stars. The one about the UN refugee camp. It's really interesting. I'm really enjoying it. I wasn't sure if I would like one that's quite that heavy, but then I did recently read one called Banned Book Club, which was about student riots in Korea in the 80s. So that's a pretty heavy subject too, fighting communism and all that. So I'm really impressed with the quality of graphic novels that are coming out lately. But I think still they're kind of hit or miss, some of them. I've seen a few people complain about different graphic novels that they've read recently, but I've been getting a hold of some really good ones. Let's see. Was it? I think was it last year? Has it been a whole year already? I read one called Bloom, which was really sweet, male romance graphic novel. Really enjoyed that. So I've been getting a hold of some good ones. I'm still trying to get a hold of a couple that our library just doesn't have, and our partner libraries don't have it either. So I'm going to have to make a list of books and say, is there any chance some of these maybe could be ordered and put in the system? Because I don't want to buy them, read them, and then give them away. I mean, I can't really afford to do that. That's why I'm depending on the library so much, and why I'm picking them up out of the freebie box and places. And then when I read some of them, if it's something I don't want to keep, I put them out in the little free library boxes. So, or I give them as gifts, like this one I'm going to give to my niece next time I see her, because it's just the perfect age for her. She'll be 10 in December. And yeah, I think she'll really enjoy these. These are cute books. I'm enjoying them. And I'm 48. So, yeah. If someone like me can enjoy them, certainly somebody that they are geared towards should enjoy it, I would hope. I'm also enjoying the artwork in here, because these are cute illustrations. There's Judy up in the tree with her little brother Stink. Um, she got this. She's trying to save the world because in their science class they're studying. Oh, that's interesting. They're studying the environment and rainforest and endangered species and things like that. And she's on this kick to save the world. And she just can't get her family on board. She wants to start composting, and she wants to start recycling more, and she wants to limit the stuff in the trash, and she wants to stop buying things that come from the rainforest. And we got to get rid of all this stuff. And her parents are like, no. And she just can't get cooperation from her family, so she got upset, and now she's in a tree. I got a package today from Amazon. Now, yesterday, I ordered bandanas to use for masks, and then after all this stuff is done, I thought I had a scratch, but it's a weed. Pull that weed. Or not. There it goes. That one was really rooted in there. They got here already. They weren't supposed to get here till Monday. So, point for Amazon. However, I'm still a little miffed at the fact that my copy, a little slide fell off the thingy. My copy of The Damned didn't get here until a week after its release date, when I pre-ordered it back in February. And I understand COVID, blah, blah, blah. But you would think that with their usual pre-order guarantee, it will be there on release day, that they still could have managed that. I mean, yeah, the published date got pushed back, blah, blah, blah. That just gave them that much more time to be able to prepare the package and get it sent out so that it would be here. It took them a full week after release date for it to get here. Because they told me, oh, well, it'll get there on Thursday instead of Tuesday. Fine, I can handle 2 days late. And then on Thursday, they hadn't even shipped it yet. They didn't ship it until Friday. So they sent me an email saying, oh, they'll get here between these days and this day and this day. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Now you're sending it to me after the day you told me it was going to get here. And now you're pushing my receipt date even farther back? That's ridiculous and stupid when you had plenty of time to package it and get it ready to ship so that it could have been here on time. I could have walked into a bookstore if we had any in the area. And
Game was Battleborn.
Battleborn?
Yeah.
Battleborn was the fourth game. Okay, I think this was like $1.97 or something. It was super cheap. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You know, they had plenty of time. They could have had it packaged and ready to go so that they could ship it and it would get here on release day like their normal policy. However, they've thrown all their policies out the window. You can't even get Prime guaranteed anymore. So why pay for Prime if you can't get Prime shipping? Other than the fact it's free shipping. If you buy the right items. Anyway, enough of that. Let's see what they look like. Because there's supposed to be 12 different designs. Is there a flap? Here you go. And for $20, you get 12 bandanas. I didn't think that was too bad. And I've been looking while we've been out and about. We saw a couple bandanas at Walmart, and they were $2 something a piece. Saw some today at, was it Big Lots, I think? They were $2.50. At Kroger, they were $3. And I'm like, no. So I have a rainbow stripe one. Too bad it's not Pride Month anymore. I have a rainbow shirt on. It matches. We have polka dots. We have a flag one. Ooh, I like this one. A piece one. A basic, standard, boring red bandana. I like this one too. But then I would. Skull and crossbones. Tie-dye. Black polka dots. Red and black buffalo check. I used to have one like this back when I was in high school because I'd wear it for Spirit Day. Our school colors were red and black. Well, red, black, and white for the high school. My middle school was red and black because the other middle school was red and white. So then when we came together at the high school, then it was red, black, and white. Camo. Rainbow tie-dye. Tie-dye pride. I like it. So this was kind of neat. I don't know how to describe it, but it's cool. Pseudo tie-dye with a flower in the middle. I seriously considered, we've got fabric upstairs in the one room left from when Mom died. So it's been in bins for years. Because she died 11 years ago. In May, 11 years ago. And she and I made quilts together. Well, I don't actually sew. So we've got all these bins of fabric, and I'm afraid to just let it go because what if I do finally break down and learn how to use the sewing machine? I made a quilt. It was a queen size quilt with the postage stamp design, which basically means I had all these 1.5 inch squares that I sewed together so that they were 1-inch squares in the quilt top. Took over 10,000 little squares to make a queen size quilt top. And sewed it all by hand. And now I have arthritis in my hands and it hurts a lot to hold a needle. Man, if I knew how to sew, I could be making masks and make a small fortune selling them. I could become an Etsy person. Oh, continuing saga of the Etsy masks. Today, from my credit card company, I got an email saying that they got the refund. So my guess is I'm not getting the masks, even though they sent me a thing saying they were shipped. After they sent me 3 things saying that the order was canceled. When you look at the Etsy website, it says it's canceled. So I'm really confused as to why I got one saying it was shipped. Anyway. Do I have anything new to tell you? I'm too lazy to go in the house, or I would get out the cookies that we found today, which I hadn't seen before. But we found them at Big Lots, so who knows when they were originally released. I would guess February, because they are red velvet Chips Ahoy. I've never seen them before, but they're like red cookies with white chips. So I'm looking forward to trying those out later tonight as a little snack. We ended up going to IHOP for dinner because they finally opened one in our area. Got to go to Athens, of course. But hey, it was good. I got the pancake combo. So, like 2 eggs over easy, 2 sausage links, some hash browns, and 2 pancakes. And I got the Mexican tres leches pancakes. And oh boy, were those good. Yeah, I enjoyed that. My son got the chocolate chip ones, which he got the last time we went there. Geez, that was probably close to 6 months ago. Yeah, it'd be more than 6 months ago. It would have been back in November when I had my eyes dilated and I couldn't see to drive much farther than from the doctor's office to IHOP to get lunch. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can drive. Not when things are all fuzzy. And of course, at that point, Dad couldn't drive anymore. So my son went with me in case I needed help. But he can't drive. He doesn't have a license. He's never driven before. And, you know, right now I can't afford to get him driving lessons. So he's just going to have to hold on. And so, yeah, we went there for dinner. It's pretty good. Found the little farmer's market was still open when we were done. And I asked her, I said, do you take a credit card? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, great. She goes, but we close in 10 minutes. I'm like, that's okay. I said, do you have peaches? And she says, yes. I said, last time I got peaches here, they were so good. And I know it's been a couple years because we just kept missing when they were open. So I was really excited to get some of those. So I'm looking forward to a peach later too. But the last time I got them, they were so sweet and so juicy. Just really nice. And these look just as good. So I'm hoping. These are at least ripe. The ones at Kroger today, I looked at them. They were harder than rocks. I'm like, you know, I know there's tricks to soften them up and ripen them while they're at home, but I'd like to have some that are ready to eat. So yeah. Peaches! Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. Yeah. Unfortunately, they're not free. So much for that song. At least I'm not singing Kitty. I saved that for when I'm not in a video. Because if you've heard the song, you know why. And I saved that word for mice. Speaking of effing mice, I had one scare me half to death last night. It was sitting, it was on the chair that I have next to my bed. And I went to set something on the chair and it jumped down and scared me half to death. And I'm like, these little buggers are getting really brazen. They're coming right up to me now. And I'm like, what's next? Are they going to climb in bed and snuggle with me when I'm asleep? Hope not. Anyway, getting sick of mice. Really sick of mice. I should probably end this video so that I have enough daylight to finish my book. Right now it's not terribly hot. And the sun's going down. But that also means it's going to get dark really quick. And it's already 8:30. So making my video a little earlier today. And if I get this book done, my audio book for my green cover, my birthstone cover, came back this morning. So I might listen to that because it's a pretty short book. Or I might try to finish the graphic novel and listen to the book tomorrow. But I do have another book that is due back really soon that doesn't really fit in. Why are all my books ending during Reading Rush week and they're not books that I'm using for Reading Rush? That's not fair. Not fair at all. Kind of frustrating, actually, because now I got to figure out, okay, well, if I listen to this book, can I fit it into something and just rearrange my TBR yet again? Is my TBR that I read anything close to the one I proposed in my video? Not really. Why does my cheek look so swollen? Just the way the light's hitting it? That looks swollen, doesn't it? Weird. Anyway, I think at this point only 3 out of the 7 books have actually fallen where they were supposed to fall in the DBR. Okay, neighbors, settle down, chill out. You don't need to act like maniacs. At least they're not like having a screaming fight like they did one night that lasted until after 4 in the morning. I wasn't real thrilled about that because I could hear them inside my house. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I need to get this book done. And I'm more than halfway, so let's see, I'm on page 78. And there's only 144, so I'm pretty close. It won't take long. I mean, it's like a young middle grade, like maybe 4th or 5th grade level. It's set in the 3rd grade, so somewhere in that range. So it's a pretty quick read. Like I said, while my son was finishing his dinner, I read half the book. And I know it's rude to read at the table, and I very rarely do it, but I needed to be able to read a book outside my house. So I am outside my house right now and going to finish this book. Oh, settle down over there. My goodness. Is there anything else? I can't think of anything else pertinent today. I haven't bought any new books. Came close. I saw a couple on the Five Below website that I was interested in, but I just couldn't justify spending the money right now. It's bad enough that we ordered a new headset and a copy of Call of Duty something or other. Infinite Warfare? For the PS4 that he doesn't even have yet. But it's only $5, so he's happy. So, yeah. Anyway. He's thrilled. He's getting all these games and stuff. I just hope that the deal doesn't fall through, because then what am I going to do with, $80 worth of games and no system to play them on? Yeah. Anyway, I think that's it, because that's everywhere we went today. I showed you my package I got in the mail. And I really think this is going to be better than that stupid mask I've got. All it does is it slides up and rubs against my lower eyelids, which drives me absolutely insane. And then I can't breathe because it's like right up against my mouth. And I'm like, this is just absolutely ridiculous. But I think I can be a bandit. Can I do this without tying my hair into it? Ow. So I could do this, and then when I don't need it, I could do this. So that works. And I love that it's rainbow, so it matches my Kermit shirt. There he is playing his banjo. Rainbow connection. So all of my LGBT plus people, happy Pride a month late. But hey, it should always be Pride, right? Take that off for now. But I think this will be easier to breathe. Because all I've got right now is one of those little disposable kind that they're so hard to breathe through. And I mean, I was ready to pass out again today from having that on for so long while I was walking through stores. I'm like, I just can't do it. It's too hot. And with asthma and COPD, having that restricting the airflow, what I already have restricted airflow, I think this will be better with the bandanas. Of course, I'm going to have to do it when I'm not wearing one of these headbands, because flipping that over my hair, oh wow, that's a big welt. I got bit. Stupid mosquitoes. I think that'll be easier to breathe, so that I don't have it like right up on my face. But I've got one of the disposable ones from when my dad was in the hospital back in May, and we had to wear it to go see him. So luckily I still had it. But yeah, every place now Ohio has gone to, you must wear some form of face covering no matter what. State of Ohio. And when we cross over into Mason, West Virginia to do shopping and things, oh my goodness. To do shopping and things, then we have to wear them in the different stores. I don't know if it's statewide or if it's just the specific stores in West Virginia. But Ohio, it's statewide. It's mandated wear face covering. It really looks swollen. What in the world? Why does that look swollen? Because this side doesn't look like that. It's not me sticking my tongue in there, because it's still there. Anyway, I'm distracted now. I have got to let you go so I can get some reading done. I might have 15 more minutes before it gets too dark to read. So I'm going to let you go. Remember to do all the YouTube-y things. Comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, blah, 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 blah. I did make it to 35 subscribers finally, so yay. My goal is 50 by the end of the year, if possible. So if you got friends who are interested in rambling weirdos that do booky things a lot of times, taste tests sometimes. Apparently, me playing games on Facebook has been relatively popular because those have been getting all the views. Who knew? So yeah, if you have friends, if you're subscribed and you have friends that like that stuff, share. Maybe they'll like it too. I don't know. This is driving me nuts. I'm going to have to take a nice hot shower and then rub it with, I don't know, is it vinegar that's good for mosquito bites? I got a great big welt here where I just got bit. Okay, I got to let you go. Try to get this book finished real quick. If I have to, I'll climb in the car so I don't get eaten alive. Because they are really biting right now. Alright, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.